Wow. Welcome to the week 4 in our project management professional training program. I'm so excited. I hope you are. We've come so far from week 1 to week 2, week 3, and then we are in week 4 today. I hope you've been learning a lot. I hope you've been participating in the quizzes. We've been getting a lot of feedbacks and it's been exciting all the way. So in this particular week, the week 4, module 4, we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic: project integration management. Now, as a project manager, this is a very important subject, and it is key to your success in project management. Your ability to be able to integrate, all right, is fundamental to successful project execution. So without further ado, let's jump right into the meat of the matter. All right, so here in the section 1 of the week 4, we're going to be introducing this topic, all right? Project integration management. Okay, so I want to welcome you once again, and in this module we'll be discussing project integration management. It's a very crucial topic, all right, for you as a project manager. Like I said earlier, now this process is fundamental to achieving project success by ensuring that all project components come together seamlessly. So it's very important. Like we have established before, project management is a process of processes with a lot of components working together. So as a project manager, you need to be able to, coordinate all these components and ensure that they are working seamlessly in order to have a successful project. Now, what is project integration management? Project integration management is the process of coordinating all project processes and activities to ensure that they work together effectively towards project success. So this is very important. A project has a lot of processes, and within these processes you have activities, all right? So your number one job as a project manager is to ensure that the processes and the activities are all aligned, all right, in order for you to have project success. Now, project integration management involves aligning project objectives, resources, and stakeholders to achieve the project's goal. All right, so you know that you have a goal, all right, that you're working towards as a project manager, and it is important that you're able to align your project objectives. You're able to align all the resources, both human resources, material resources, information resources, even physical resources, all right, as well as the stakeholders, all right, to achieve the project's goal. We already talked about who project stakeholders are. These are individuals or organizations or institutions that are involved in the project in one way or the other, and whose involvement can positively or negatively affect the outcome of the project. All right, so let's look at key components of project integration management. Now, the first one we'll be talking about is develop project charter. At the beginning of this training program, we talked about project charter. All right, we said project charter is a document. In fact, it's the first document you have to prepare as a project manager. Now, the project charter helps to define the project. What's the project all about? All right, what are its objectives? Who are the people involved in the project? What is the aim, all right, of this project? And then it also authorizes the project to begin. All right, so without the project charter, you don't have the authority to start the project as a project manager. So it's very important. And the project charter also helps you in identifying stakeholders and their expectations. So the document encapsulates all the stakeholders, both those from the project team, the project management organization, and even the macro environment, all the people that are involved in the project. So it encompasses all of them. Now, the next component in your project integration management is develop project management plan. Like they say, he who fails to plan has planned to fail. The same applies in your project management. Now, your project management plan involves creating a comprehensive plan that guides project execution. All right, so before you start executing, you must have a plan, and it is the plan that is going to guide your project execution. All right, during your project management planning, what you're actually doing is you define the scope, all right, and the schedule, the costs, the quality of the outcomes, all right, that you're looking at, and then how you're going to communicate with the various stakeholders, the risks you're going to encounter in the project, and then also your procurement management plans. All right, so all these are the things you're going to be talking about in your project management plan. When you're developing this plan, these are the key areas you need to be focusing on. So the next component is direct and manage project work. And this involves leading the project team in executing the work defined in the project management plan. So you now have your project management plan in place, all right? So you have to lead your team in executing the work that has already been defined or pre-specified in the plan. It also involves managing project resources and ensuring work is completed on time and within budget. So this is very, very important for you as a project manager. So the next key component is monitor and control project work. Now, as a project manager, you are also involved in tracking project performance and comparing it to the project management plan. All right, so you already know that you have a project objective, you have your project goals set, all right, and then you have started executing. Now, it's not just enough to execute, you have to track the project performance, all right, and then keep revisiting the project management plan to ensure that the performance is in line with the plans, the provisions of the plan, to ensure you're not going off track. All right, and then also as you go along the project, you're going to find that there are certain changes that are required. All right, so that will involve implementing those changes. All right, so that will definitely involve making some alterations, all right, either in your project management plan or some aspects of it. Okay, so when we talk about monitor and control, it also involves implementing changes as at when needed to keep the project on track. Now, next is perform integrated change control. Now, we've just talked about implementing changes during the monitoring and control phase. Okay, so part of the control work, or part of the activities in your monitoring and control, is performing integrated change control as a project manager. All right, now this involves reviewing and approving or rejecting proposed changes to the project. Now, the ideas or the suggestions for changes in the various aspects of the project may not all come from you necessarily. as a project manager. You can have any of your team members or subject matter expert suggest changes, maybe in her own or his own particular job role. Okay, so as a project manager, it is now your responsibility. Okay, the onus lies on you to review those suggestions, to review those requests for changes. We call them change requests. Okay, then you can now maybe look at or analyze the impact that this particular change is going to have on the overall project. Do you understand? So when you have come up with that, if the change is significant, if it's going to adversely affect the whole project, and that impact is larger than the positive benefits you're going to get from implementing this change, then of course you may not want to approve that change. All right, but having reviewed it and you realize that the positive impact or the overall outcome that change is going to have on the entire project is more than whatever defects, all right, that this little change is going to cause, all right, then of course you would want to approve. So as a project manager, you have to analyze each request to understand the implications they are going to have on the outcome of the entire project, and then ensuring changes align with project objectives. Right, so no matter the change, no matter the positive intended outcome, it is always important to ensure that it aligns with the project objective. So next is the close project phase. The close project phase. Now, when all is said and done, this is the time to start finalizing all the project activities. Okay, and then ensuring that the changes align with project objectives. Ensuring that the changes align with project objective. So what are the key takeaways here? What are the key takeaways from this section? Now, project integration management involves coordinating all project processes and activities. It includes key processes like developing the project charter, project management plan, executing work, monitoring and controlling, managing changes, and closing the project. All right, so you have seen so far that the project integration management is a very, very key aspect of your project management endeavor. All right, because with this, you're going to have to coordinate all the components, systems, and processes to ensure effective project outcome at the end of the day. Okay, so hope you got value from this section. I'll see you in the next section. Bye for now.